A lot of people are embarrassed for doubting you. They've watched you heal, they've watched you grow up and glow up. They never thought they would see this, but they think they're never going to see the old version of you again, although some people are watching you looking for it. Don't pay attention to them. You have outgrown that mentality. You've outgrown their limitations. It triggers a lot of people to watch you grow, to watch you actually do something that they never thought you could do. So just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Don't even look back. Your reality is what you focus on. What you feed grows. What you give energy to is going to grow. So don't give energy to that kind of negativity, that kind of doubt. People are going to see financial prosperity coming in for you if they haven't already. It's like some kind of blockage was removed. People are watching you go in a different direction. When you heal, we all heal. So focus on your healing. Don't worry about all this drama. Settling. People are resentful because they settled for something, and that's why they're watching you even more. That's why some people are so discouraging or rooting for your failure, but don't listen to them. Seriously. Don't even pay attention to that. You will find the people that you're supposed to be around, if any. May we all be guided to the right community like magnets, okay? People we vibe with. This is a situation where the vibe just wasn't there, you know? And really that's the most important thing. Just something felt out of sync. Like when you're around these people, the ones who doubt you, the ones who are trying to discourage you. You were always out of sync with these people. Hiding, not ready to give up, celebration incoming. Wishing that you would come back. That's what's really going on. That's why they're hiding. They're hiding their feelings, they're hiding themselves. But they really wish that something in you would change, that you would come down to their level. Part of it's that. It's like people get so resentful and angry because they wanted you to do poorly, you know. They find out you're doing well. Suddenly there's certain people you don't hear from anymore. Good riddance. It doesn't even matter. It means you're doing something right. Focus on you. The best you've ever done, really. Everything's going your way. I want you to dare yourself to believe that. To just go through life like you're playing a character where everything is going your way, where you're getting the stuff that you actually want. But a lot of that takes just letting go of this resentment. Like even looking at their opinions, it might just trigger you. And why? It's just going to get you back into those lower frequency emotions. You don't need that. Time for you to embrace the new things. Anything sent to harm you has been bound. Oh, you naturally protect people. Your path is getting clearer. This is all of what I was talking about. Don't worry and don't fear, because people want you to fear. That's the worst emotion. It's the one that really bonds people the most. Even more than anger. Fear is very bonding. People fear you because they don't know how you got to be you. They fear you because you're not living down to their level. That makes people uncomfortable. At least it makes these people uncomfortable. You're not living down to their level. Like, your path was cleared of all the chaos, branches. I just got that like if it was a path in the woods. Branches, leaves, grass. Your path is completely clear. These people were blocking you. You protected them. They're afraid that you won't protect them anymore. They're afraid you've outsmarted them in some way, and now the fact that they're sending so much negativity that you're going to retaliate or something, but don't. You're going to get so much more by not. Just don't give them any attention. You don't have to do anything. You can forgive from afar without even saying anything. Just move on and don't let these people get to you, because if they get to you, they win. That's what they want. It would make them so happy to see you stumble, but you're not going to. Why would you when you're focused on your path? If you're looking back here, yeah, you might stumble. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like looking back at what all these people have said or done, or the way they made you feel, any kind of retaliation, just think what would happen. You're running down a path, you look back. You're going to fall. There's a good chance you might trip. You know, why? Why would you do that? If what you want is up here, why are you looking back? You know? It's a good point. I just realized that even for myself. It's like, if you want what's ahead of you so much, why are you giving attention to things that are behind you? I guess it's because we don't realize that's how the game works, because we think that stuff is there regardless. But that's not how it works. You stop thinking about it, you stop giving it attention, your world's going to fill with something else. You're going to start bringing in a whole new reality for yourself. because these people want to trigger you. It's really about frequency. We're moving into a new era, okay? A lot of people are learning things fast. This is going to be about frequency, about controlling your nervous system, which I didn't know how important that was, because really this field of consciousness we live in, which we're all just like magnets for this consciousness, you get placed at places that match your frequency. Your frequency is dictated by your emotions. It's the truth. I know, it's weird. Weird how that technology works, but that's how it works. And to play the game right, you have to change your emotions to an extent. I'm not saying you ignore your emotions, but you deal with them. You figure out how to deal with certain things. You figure out how to stop turning around. You just be neutral. And don't react to everything. But we got distractions, fresh start, justice. You're going to get justice even if it's behind you, okay? Your justice is moving on without fear, without anybody dragging you into their mess, without anybody dragging you into their frequency. You're moving on to a fresh start with no distractions. People want to get in your head because they want to control your energy. They want to bring you back to them. You can call it being an emotional vampire, energy vampire. It's all the same thing. Emotions are energy. Thoughts carry energy. Thoughts burn calories. Your thoughts are the most important thing there are. I mean, really, your thoughts are so important. These people win if they bring you back down. Look, we're in the midst of a frequency shift. Send peace and love back to these people. That really breaks the karma, the heart-mind connection of sending them peace. Jesus said peace is a sword. He said, I came not to bring you peace, but a sword. The peace cuts through everything. It just makes you neutral. And you decide, you become creator instead of reactor. You are the one in control instead of the one being controlled. That's what meditation, calmness, regulating your nervous system, because otherwise you're just constantly going around. Look, it's all about your nervous system. Just think of it this way. Every second of the day, you're like walking around like this battery. It's a magnetic battery. It's pulling in consciousness and pushing it back out. You're reacting to consciousness. You're reacting to energies coming at you all the time. That's why your energy shifts when you're around certain people in certain environments. You walk into a room and it's like, this is weird. Something ain't right here, or something is right. You feel at home there or you don't, and you can't really put a finger on it. That's energy. That's spirit, what you could call God, source, the energy that binds us, because we're all part of each other. I mean, a lot of downloads coming in fast. You are much more in control of things than you realize. I know they want you to fear and see what's going on the news, the social media. Especially they want everybody joined by the root chakra with fear and anger, because it unifies people. Think about it. I'm getting that download so much. It's like if people are joined with that chakra, they can sort of walk on together, It's crazy. Ugh, like a superhuman, angry being. But that's sort of what it is. I know I'm getting out there now, but my point is this. The distractions, like really, it's more important now than ever to learn how to regulate your nervous system, get rid of trauma, unhealed trauma, which yes, can be stored in the body. Do your best to let go of that. There are different methods for that. I don't have all the answers for that. And plus there are so many different ways to do it, but work on opening your pineal gland, being more spiritual, more spiritually in tune, better able to read energy. Ask for, like when you meditate, ask for intuitive mind tests. Ask for things to strengthen your intuition. Ask what you can do. You're going to get a lot of downloads fast, but you got to get quiet. Get away from this energy as much as you can. Get quiet. Go within. Have peace. And then get the downloads. Okay? That's how you get them. Pineal gland. May your pineal gland be awakened. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there because I just know how important that is, and that's just where the message went, because things are different now. The world is shifting at a different pace. The messages you hear from people like me are going to change. I got a whole lot I could say about that. In fact, I'm working on it now. Had a lot of stuff come through lately. Anyway, I'm not the only one. It's confirmed by other people, and I'm so grateful. Last card. You attract healthy relationships. That's exactly what I was talking about. I feel like I'm supposed to share this. I think it has something to do also with just like the shift, the new earth, everything. Start really focusing on your own energy. Like, be the energy that you want to draw in, okay? Be the energy you want to draw in. If you don't want to live in a world that's angry, then don't be around angry people. If you don't want to be in a world that's fearful, then don't be around people that are fearful. If you want to be around people who believe in all this magical, mystical stuff, draw that in. Let go of hatred, let go of the anger, let go of those low vibe emotions. And realize there are different levels to spirituality. because I know there are a lot of misinformed people out there, especially when it comes to the founders races. That's really all I want to say. There's a whole lot there. People think they have it all figured out because they think they know who started this whole thing, and that's only part of figuring it out. That's still lower level. There are levels above that. It's like there was a stage and somebody created another stage on that stage, okay? I usually just want to be alone. In fact, I'll just be honest with you, because a lot of times people talk about wanting to meet me or something. You know, I'm sure we all get that on social media. I'm just manifesting a new world where I don't get just completely burnt out by that, because honestly, I have so much information that I have to create on a daily basis that the idea of just any kind of intake of information from someone just immediately overwhelms me. It's called autistic burnout, autistic meltdown, where it's like, oh no, please, I have too much information to deal with. I can't deal with any more information. In a new world, I could. We all vibe at the same frequency. We don't have to explain stuff like burnout, you know? Don't have to explain that. We vibe at the same frequency. We enjoy each other. I want that world. I want to live in that world, and I will. We all will. But that's what I was just about to say, is if you're getting like sort of released from certain friend groups, social groups, it's for your own good. Be grateful for that kind of stuff, because the new people are coming in. Like, get rid of the old, make way for the new, you know? Out with the old, in with the new, I should say. I said that the long way. Imagine the kind of relationships you do want with people. For me personally, people who encourage me, who feed me as much as I feed them energetically, you know, where it's not a drain, where you feed each other. Create things together and you're happy, and there's not people just talking about their drama and their issues and triggers. Because I think that's a lot of what it is. It's like, no more trauma. I mean, I know some people follow my readings for that, but you know, I always end with this manifestation deck. I try to go in a good place, and I can't stand being dragged back. But I think that's for spiritual reasons. I'm just not meant to be somebody's therapist. I can't. I don't have the emotional energy for it at all. But what I have the energy for is manifesting, you know, putting out a frequency where I attract my tribe, my people. And we encourage each other, and we are like-minded. Spiritually believe the same things. That's a big, big deal to me. And I manifest the same for you too as we go through this shift. Be grateful. You know, look around your life. Look around your world. What do you find joy in? I've just really started to come to realize that. Like, so many little things. I mean, I have so many things that are good in my life right now, and I'm just so grateful for that. But it would be just as easy to look at the bad. You know, I could definitely look at some bad. I could find it where I want to, and I find myself doing that sometimes. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I have so much to be grateful for. Even if your life is, you know, 98% crap, you think, there's got to be 2% of something you're grateful for. Start with that, and it grows. I'm telling you, it grows. Focus on that. It'll start to take up your life more, okay? Anyway, focus on what you want, the relationships you want to have. Manifest it. Believe. Just believe anything is possible, okay? Because it is. It is. You attract healthy relationships. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.